When you were making crazy money at a young age, what were you doing with it? Were you spending it, investing it? Did you have people telling you what to do with your money?
No, man, like, I had to figure it out on my own. I think, a lot of it would be, like, put back into the videos. Like, I would spend maybe 2 to 3 grand a day just coming up with different things, and then obviously buying, like, the Team 10 mansion, but there was a point where a lot of people behind the scenes that were supposed to be good people were stealing my money and figuring out ways to, like, funnel it into different areas, and that's just the nature of being in Los Angeles. The managers, the, um, lawyers, lawsuits, all sorts of stuff, so I pretty much spent all my money on, like, it was getting stolen, lawsuits, legal stuff, and then California taxes, so basically, like, that was it. I mean, a couple of nice cars and a
Did you have
house, whatever.
savings at the time, or was most of it coming in and then reinvested?
Most of it was coming in and being reinvested. But man, like each lawsuit back then was probably like $1 million, maybe $1.5 million.
$1 million?
And I was probably in like 8 lawsuits.
That sounds like the lawyers
Holy
were kind of
shit! Did you have
No,
insurance?
for sure. No, they were
Yeah.
like charging me more per hour.
Yeah.
I can't like say the names, but there's like a firm who has stolen a bunch of money from celebrities in Los Angeles and athletes.
You
And
don't
I
want to
was
say the name because you're probably going to get sued.
No, yeah, no,
That's
but
another $1 million.
I'm probably gonna sue them one day.
Do a class action or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, because I know other people who've gotten a lot of their money stolen from them as well. It's just insane.
Is
Like,
this why just overbilling? Is
It's-
that how we're doing this?
yeah, so basically you sign up to go with them, and then they hire 10 people to watch your account, and then these 10 people are getting like $50, $60, $75 an hour, and then they're just saying that they're like working on it a shit ton. And back then, I was filming I would basically wake up 8 o'clock, start filming at 9, done filming at like 6 or 7 p.m. I would go to the gym until like 9:30, come home, and then I was asleep at like 11. And I was just like on repeat. And so I didn't have to, I was just like, oh, I have the best people in LA watching my money. I have the best lawyers. I have good management. And then everyone's just
Wow.
stealing it.
When did you realize that you needed to make a change?
There was a point where I stopped YouTube and I was like, I'm just not doing this anymore because I need something to be different, and I want to like go into a different career path or do something else. I forget what year that was. I think it was right when I like signed up to fight Deji for my first like amateur fight, because I just couldn't sustain training and filming every day. And then I was also like on tour. And I think after the tour, I like got back and was exhausted, and everyone on the tour like made money because I paid them. And then I realized like I lost like a couple $100,000 doing the tour.
What?
And so I was just like, dude, like this is just a lot of work. Everyone else is like gaining from this, and I'm kind of just, I'm the one taking the heat, doing the calls, being all stressed. And I was just like, dude, this like sucks. And then I like was training for the first fight against Deji, and I think it was at that point where I like put down the camera and sort of just like started living life for the first time after filming for 2.5 years, basically.
Did you have less money than you thought you had though, because of all of like the phantom drain, the money going into these
Oh,
random...
for sure.
And so like when did you realize, oh my gosh, I have way less than I expected?
It was like around that time.
And then that was probably a big stressor among like taking these calls, and the times suck, and you're like, okay, I gotta.
Yeah, I was like, basically I did all this work for the past however many years for like to basically have nothing, essentially. So it's just was like depressing, to be honest. Like I was just like, oh, and all the stress, like still had lawsuits, still had all these random things going on. So I was just like, dude, this is like not what I need to be doing.
What's your advice to young people today who are coming into money like that? How do they prevent that situation from happening?
Live in Texas or Florida and or Vegas and but you just have to be very careful who you trust. I didn't have like a good read on people. I was just like a 19, 20-year-old kid from Ohio and just thought everyone was nice. Go slow and live below your means. I mean, if you could have your family involved somehow, like people that you really trust to monitor things, I think that is helpful. And make sure you're looking at your finances, like everything that's going out, all your payables, all your receipts, all your credit card charges, all that stuff.
One thing I'm curious about, slightly off topic, but in the same vein as this, everyday bro, how much did you make from that?
Definitely probably like 2-3 million. It's not as much as you think. Like,
Didn't it go platinum?
it's a platinum record.
Did you ever expect that?
But also, like I split the money up with whatever. There's like 6 people on the song or something, and then again, it has like 200, 300 million views. But if you have like a $1 CPM, it's like 300K, 400K. Yeah, not a lot of money in music, I guess. I don't know.
Were you making any money from Team 10?
Not personally though. I actually had to like invest my own money into Team 10 to keep it afloat, just because it's not a sustainable business model. Like, okay, let's say I get whatever twins or this person or that person making $2 million a year, and then we're taking 20% of that. But then all of a sudden they're like, why the are you taking 20%? Well, I made you famous. Like, no one knew who you were before. Oh, no. Like, my parents think you should be getting 10%. Okay, I'm the nice guy. Sure, we'll take 10%. Okay, you made $2 million. Okay, that's 200 grand. Like, that's one, executive level employee. And then for a creator to make $2 million a year consistently is like nearly impossible. So then the next year they make $1 million. Then all this, it's just like,
and now you're underwater on it.
yeah, and it's just like all these things and employees and expenses and margins and merchandise, whatever it is. It's just like at the end of the day, it just wasn't sustainable.
What did you learn going from just managing yourself and treating your own social media as though it's a business to then running like a real business like Team 10, where you probably have like administrators, you have the employees, it's like a full thing?
I learned a lot. I learned people suck mostly. And no one like will work as hard for your vision as you. Working with talent is terrible. It's still a nightmare, like till this day. They just egos and laziness, and it's just bad. So I learned that from very early on. People don't have gratitude. Humans are naturally like parasitic, right? Like that's how we are in nature, is always take more, take more, take more. So people forget where they came from. And I don't know, all of it was just kind of a experience. And then I just got blamed and like made the bad guy from everything, just because group, they all grouped together and like knew that they could make me look bad. Like once one person left, they're like, all right, well, he already has that. So like now I can make up some and say it and everyone's going to believe it. So it was just bad. And like it, if it was managed properly and I like had a senior person and people who understood social media, but back in that time it was all still so new and no one really knew what was going on and all that stuff. But you definitely learn more from your failures and mistakes. So I think it definitely sharpened my blade in terms of just like execution, having the right team, management, working with investors, all of that stuff. I had to learn a lot about and like go through the fire. So it definitely, in the long run, it's paid off for sure.
Now, this clip was brought to you by our sponsor, OpusClip. Most people think OpusClip is just a clipping tool, but it's way more than that.
It's actually a full-on AI video editor. It can pull your long-form content, find the best moments, add captions, B-roll, and even schedule your clips to post all automatically. It's basically your entire post-production team, but way faster and smarter.
We use it ourselves to turn long episodes like this with Jake Paul into high-performing clips. And right now, they're celebrating their 2-year anniversary with a huge giveaway. They're handing out $5,000 in cash prizes, exclusive swag, and even a MacBook Pro to one lucky winner.
And everyone who joins gets free credits just for participating. All you gotta do is head to opus.pro/clip-the-future right now to learn more and enter the contest. Again, that is opus.pro/clip-the-future. We also have a link down below in the description. You can just click it there. Huge thanks to OpusClip for sponsoring this clip.